Everybody, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Tammy Talks. Y'all know why we're here. Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 16, Weighing the Decision. Let's get into Zach and Michaela. I only have three-fourths page of notes for them today. They didn't show their asses this week. Before we get started, thank you to everybody that subscribed to the channel after the last video from last week. Less than 100 subscribers away from 1,000. So do me a solid, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. That way you will be notified next week when we start talking about decision day, and you'll be notified for all the other videos that I post. You will find something that you enjoy. But let's get into it, y'all. So Michaela meets with her sister. So this week they're like meeting and talking to friends and family members to kind of get like some clarity, clear their head in regards to what they should do on decision day. So she meets with her sister and tells her sister that Zach did the unthinkable. Zach did it again, y'all. He left. And he knows how much leaving upsets her. I said, girl, if you don't stop it. Y'all were having a meeting with Dr. Pepper. You was sitting up in there lying through your teeth, playing in this man's face. He got up and left because he wasn't in the mood. Stop telling the story half-assed, Michaela. She has a very bad habit of phrasing the story in a way to make it seem like everybody is against her. Stop it. That's not cool. So... but then she tells her sister that, they held hands and they made the decision to talk. So then she was like, and Zach asked me, was I hungry? And I was hungry. So we went out to eat. And then he invited me over to spend the night. And I said, oh, yeah? Okay. So all it took was for Zach to look in your eyes and hold your knuckle and buy you some crab legs or whatever y'all went to get, a panini, and now things are looking up. I said, ooh, y'all, stop it. So her sister was like, so did you stay the night? Michaela was like, I packed a bag. Girl, did you go F or not? Were y'all bumping uglies or not? Like, get to it. What's going on? So Michaela does not... She does say that she spent the night, but she doesn't say if anything happened. We can all insinuate. I know that there is a user on Reddit who is claiming to be Zach. It could really be him. I don't know. Who is saying that he has proof that the only time that the two of them were intimate was on the honeymoon before he got COVID. I still do not believe that personally, but okay. So... Michaela was saying that Zach constantly tells her that she is very combative, and that's something that bothers her because she doesn't feel that she is that way. Her sister did not disagree with Zach. Her sister looked at her and did the blank stare because her sister knows. Because anytime your nickname is Hurricane K, you're combative, sweetheart, whether you want to admit it or not. So, but her sister made a good point and said that Zach doesn't know what he wants. Zach is confusing Michaela. Zach doesn't know if he likes Michaela. Zach doesn't know if he loves Michaela. Zach doesn't know if he wants to be in or if he wants to be out. And here's her sister says Zach needs to sit down with Zach and kind of figure out what he really wants. What is he expecting out of a marriage? What are you expecting out of Michaela? What are you bringing to the table? What are you not bringing to the table? You know what I mean? And I feel like Zach has not truly done that. And that's why this marriage has been so chaotic, because even though Michaela has been very explosive and reactionary, a lot of the root of it, and yes, he gaslights her. For the people that tell me I don't know what gaslighting means, Zach has been gaslighting her this entire season, and that's why he's getting the explosive reactions that he is getting from Michaela. It's not to say that Michaela is without fault, but Zach is, in some instances, he's lighting the, he's pouring the gas on the situation, slowly pouring the gas, and then he lights a match and throws it up in the air. And then when Michaela, who is full of gasoline, gets set on fire, he wants to act like, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. Stop it. Stop it. So Zach sits with Gil, because that was his person, this week to talk to. We've been seeing your brothers all season, and now you want to talk to Gil? Okay. So he talks to Gil about what happened at the retreat, and he said it made him wonder, like, what is wrong with him? Because in his 27 years, he has never seen somebody react that way back to him. And I'm like, Zach, I don't believe that, because Zach has mentioned how he has been with very reactionary women before in the past, and that's what he was looking for in with the opposite in Michaela. So I feel like this is on par for how you run your relationship, Zach, to be honest. So, and then he said, this is what got me. Zach said he feels like it took Michaela being in this experiment and meeting a man like him to teach her that her behavior is unacceptable and not the right way to handle things. Let's okay. Well, one, I agree with that. It took Michaela being in this experiment to see that, and that's because it's on TV. The reason that Michaela will have changed after this, hopefully, is because it's on TV. So the world is seeing it. It's a lot differently for someone to tell you you acted a fool the other night, Tammy, and then for someone to hold up a phone and show you video and be like, this is how you were acting last night. It's very, very different. And I think what I think what Michaela is kind of is going to figure out if she's been watching this season is that her behavior, like it's different when you look at yourself and see, damn, I was tripping. But Zach, I don't think that you're the person that taught her a damn thing. So let's not go there. So Gil asked him, did you ever really get an apology? And Zach was like, never really got an apology. No. He said, but they came to an understanding, and, he thinks that they're on good terms now and things are going great, and he thinks that there might be a chance. I said, all right, Zach. So they're at the group thing. Everybody's hanging out all together, all the couples. And the question comes up, what would it take for you to say yes or no on decision day? Zach said in order for him to say yes, to him, a yes means that the past 8 weeks, he has been happy the entire time. They have been great. Things have been working out perfectly. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. And Bao got in that ass. And Bao was like, no. No. Because Bao was like, to me, it doesn't. Bao said that if someone tells her no, then it does not make sense for you to say yes. I mean, Bao says that if Johnny were to tell her no, then that's it. We're not going to say no and then turn around and work on it afterwards. And Bao called his ass out. And she said basically what Zach wants to do by saying no on decision day is tell the world, hey, y'all, I'm single. But low-key, Michaela, we can go to still work it out. We can still fuck if that's what you want to do. Because that's what Zach wants to do. Let's be real. That's exactly what Zach wants to do. Zach is not interested in truly working this out with Michaela. Zach wants to keep having sex with Michaela. So Zach goes in this whole thing about how, well, yeah, because if we say no, then we can work it out, and then as we're working it out, we can grow and do all that stuff. You can do that still being married. So just because you say yes, which we've seen couples say yes and then it doesn't work out, and then in a few weeks or months or whatever, they decide, you know what, we cannot continue to make it work. But it makes absolutely no sense for you to say no on decision day and then for y'all to go on together and still continue dating. That makes absolutely no sense. And I hope Michaela don't fall for that stupid shit. So then Michaela said that she kind of understands because in her mind, getting a no, initially in her mind, she felt that getting a no that's rejection to her. That's humiliation to her. And I mean, it low-key is, especially if you're somebody that's thinking of saying yes. Yeah, then it's going to come across as rejection and humiliation to you. Um, that's all I have from them. Zach was kind of looking at her like the entire time, kind of like we discussed this, but it doesn't make sense, Zach. It sounds like you want to have your cake and eat it too, and you can't have it that way. If you want to continue to try to work it out with Michaela, you have to say yes. That's what a yes would mean. We're going to try to stick this out and work this thing out. Watch Zach and Michaela end up saying yes on decision day. Watch me end up saying yes. Watch both of them say yes next week, and it's gonna be like, Lord have mercy. But I'm Tammy. Jump in the comments, y'all. Let's talk about this. How do you guys feel about Zach's whole theory of he only wants to say yes? Or actually, how can I phrase this? How do you feel about Zach's theory of if him saying yes means that the past 8 weeks were completely perfect and great and there are no issues? Do y'all think that's dumb, or do you guys agree with the whole let's say no, let's get a divorce and then we can start to date afterwards and see if that works? Jump in the comments, let me know. Thumbs up the video if you have not already. Hit the subscribe button, and I will catch y'all in the next one.